Hello, Sagittarius, child of fire, of truth, of souls that were never meant to be caged. This is not just a prophecy. It's a message whispered through the midnight winds, from the place where wandering spirits return to hear the voice of destiny. A new wave is rising, and you're standing right at the edge of an awakening that cannot be undone. You've traveled so far, to the point where you believe nothing could ever pull your heart back again. And yet, something or someone has never left the gaze of your spirit. Not a specific person, but an energy. A connection so deep, so real, that even when you deny it, it returns like a voice echoing through your dreams. The universe has been watching you, not just in your bold moments of conquest, but in the quiet, when you sat alone before a small flame, nursing silent wounds, and still chose not to give up. And now, those efforts have not been forgotten. The divine whispers, "It's time for you to receive all the good you gave when no one gave it back." Write this down, because this is the gate where all miracles begin. I am ready to receive all the good that I truly deserve. From the western skies, where ancient vows were once drawn in the name of truth, a current of energy is preparing to meet you, not in the form of an apology from the past, not in empty promises from someone who once let you down, but in a truth that cannot be denied. You are the missing piece in someone's heart. They don't say it, but they feel it. Every single day. Even when they try to distract themselves, even when they pretend you don't matter, their heart still calls your name, in silence. It's not your beauty that captivates them. It's not your charm. It's that you awaken something sacred in them. Something that no words can explain, only the soul can feel. But be careful. The universe brings not just love, but truth. A message is coming. It might be a phone call, a song stuck in your head, or a stranger who looks at you just a little too long at the station. And when it happens, you'll know this can't be explained by logic, because the things of the soul can only be understood, soul to soul. The cards are burning on my table, and they reveal this. Someone new, or a surprising source of energy, bold, youthful, or from a faraway land, is about to enter your life. They are unlike anyone you've ever known. They don't follow any familiar rules, but your soul will recognize them before your heart even starts to beat faster. And when it happens, don't doubt it. Don't shield yourself, because God Himself wrote that moment into your story. You've been underestimated, misjudged, taken from more than you've received. But those who wronged you, they had no idea that you are the living proof of divine justice. And divine justice is moving, not loud, not rushed, but precise. Down to every breath you take. When everything starts to click into place, when life begins flowing without you having to push, that's when you'll know you've entered a new map of destiny, and someone is quietly preparing for your presence. They don't say it out loud, but in their mind, they've already started living a life that includes you. You disrupted their plans, you shook the walls they thought were safe, and now they are changing, just to become worthy of the frequency you now embody. Sagittarius, true freedom doesn't come from running away. It comes from your courage to stay with yourself, to sit with your feelings, with your wounds, and to choose healing. And now, as the light returns, you are no longer just the one being chosen. You are the one who chooses. You choose to step into love with no conditions. You choose to live truthfully, unapologetically. You choose to receive the reward that destiny wrote for your unconquered soul. And if you're ready, write this down in the comments. I am ready to receive all the divine blessings meant for my soul. Don't just let me see it. Let the universe see that you're ready. Dear Sagittarius, you're stepping into a whole new chapter. Not just a door opening, but a cosmic gateway unfolding right in front of you. This reading, it's not just about love. It's about your power to shape reality. You are manifesting something sacred, even if you don't realize it yet. Every dream you've ever dreamed, every vision you've imagined in the quiet of the night, they are all beginning to take form. If you've been feeling tired, stuck, or spinning in circles with no way out, then let this be your divine signal. It's time to rise, to change, and to begin again. And when you're ready, write this too. I am ready to step into the new chapter with clarity, power, and grace. God is whispering to you, keep going. I'm walking beside you. I will lay blessings beneath each step you take. And when you truly start moving forward, you'll see the doors open in ways that feel almost magical. Not just an opportunity, but a living miracle. The universe is clearing space for a sacred connection to return in a completely new form. You and that person, maybe you're not speaking. Maybe each of you is living a separate life, but the energy is still intertwining. You're still in their thoughts, like a warm breeze in winter, like a song that never fades. They've been dreaming of you. They've felt your presence even from far away. And they're afraid, not of you, but because they can no longer deny what they feel. They're afraid you'll let go, afraid you'll close that door and never turn back. But you're not who you used to be. You've evolved, and if you ever return, it won't be out of weakness, but from a place of deep power and conscious choice. Remember, the magician showed up in your reading. A reminder from Spirit, you are the creator. You have the power to reshape reality. Through will, through faith, through the clarity of your mind. You no longer need to depend on anyone to feel loved. You are love. You attract love, and you're on the path to receive it without ever sacrificing your own worth. If lately you've felt an intense connection, like a sudden breeze, a strange gut feeling when someone messages you, or you wake up in the middle of the night with your chest tightening, that's not a coincidence. You're receiving signals from beyond. Two souls are syncing, but only one of them is brave enough to step into the light. That one is you, Sagittarius. Divine justice is moving, and a new cycle is about to begin. One that's brighter, more sincere, more emotionally mature. Love now will no longer follow old scripts. It will align with the truth of your soul. You won't be drawn to sweet promises anymore. You'll be drawn to real presence. People who speak less, but live with authenticity. So watch for the signs. A glance from a stranger that shakes you. A message from someone you haven't seen in ages. A strange peace when you think about the future. These are all messages from heaven. Keep going, you're being divinely guided. You're radiating a new kind of energy, powerful, magnetic, irresistible. If lately people have been staring longer, or finding reasons to stay close to you, it's because you're finally becoming who you truly are. And no one can resist a soul standing in its light. The gifts you once buried are beginning to wake up. You're about to change how others perceive you, because you're finally seeing yourself clearly. And if someone once manipulated you, if they played with your emotions, know this: that chapter is over. You're no longer living by someone else's rules. You are the magnet now. You are the one making the decisions. You are the one rewriting the story. An unexpected sum of money may arrive, a new career opportunity, a creative project, or good news in the family. It's all being divinely arranged. And behind it all, a love is awakening. A love deep enough to listen to silence, mature enough to move with patience. Don't get too comfortable with loneliness. Loneliness is a time of healing, not a life sentence. You've learned enough from the stillness. Now, real love is knocking. And this time, it won't leave, because it's arriving at the perfect time. Not early, not late, but exactly when your soul is ready. You will see the truth. You'll begin to sense quickly who's truly meant to walk beside you, and who was only passing through. Don't be surprised if someone at work or in a relationship suddenly reveals their true colors. They were brought into your path so you could see clearly who still belongs in your next chapter. Trust this, their absence is a blessing, not a loss. And in the moment you feel like you're falling behind, you're actually gathering momentum for your next quantum leap. Something sacred is about to happen. Not just love, but the union of your dreams, your values, and your destiny. You don't need to chase it. The best things in life come the moment you stop doubting yourself. If you've read this far, it's not by accident. The universe has chosen you to begin a new journey. Write this down. I am ready to receive the love, power, and peace that my soul has earned. And remember, from the moment you believe in yourself, no force can stop you anymore. And in the midst of change, in the chaos of transitions, love has already arrived. Not a fleeting kind of love, not one that passes like a shadow in your dreams, but a love with roots. A love that feels like two souls who made a promise. In a different dimension, where time didn't exist, only presence. This love isn't here to test you, it's here to build something with you. A future, a family, a true home, both around you and within your heart. Maybe that's why it took so long to arrive, because what's destined never rushes. It comes only when you are truly ready to receive it fully. You may not realize it, but that person, they've been thinking about you for a long time. They've been carrying a vision in their heart, a proposal, a future, a sacred bond. But they don't know how to put it into words. Maybe they were silent at first, but energy never lies. The universe has been orchestrating everything so that the reunion happens at the most divine timing. And as for the material world, don't worry. What you've planted with honesty, effort, and devotion is beginning to bloom. You don't need to rush. You don't need to follow the crowd. Money will come in a way that is fair, honest, and deeply deserved. The world is starting to see you differently. You're no longer just a dreamer. You are the one who calls dreams into reality. A queen, a king, a soul-led leader, no longer ruled by fear. And if a mature kind of love is walking toward you, a love that doesn't just want you, but wants to build with you, then that is your reward for every time you loved without being loved back. The dream life you once only dared to write about in your journal is now getting closer than ever before. This is a phase where every thought holds weight. The universe is listening. Be mindful of what you think, because your inner energy is shaping your outer reality. And if you're seeing repeated signs, their name appearing, a song that hits the deepest part of your heart, a glance that shakes something inside you, that is not a coincidence. Let go of control. What's meant for you will always find you. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to manipulate the flow. Divine justice is on your side. This isn't a joke of destiny. It's a sacred arrangement. Every detail, like the gears of a spiritual clock. God wouldn't place a dream in your heart if He didn't intend to help you fulfill it. And if you've ever doubted that, let the little things prove you wrong. You're beginning to see patterns, a message you've heard before, a strange schedule shift, a gut feeling like someone's thinking about you. That's the universe, sending codes, and you're finally learning to read them. With every conscious breath, you move closer to what you once prayed for. With every act rooted in integrity, you become a magnet for the sacred. That person, the one who can't get you out of their mind. They're going through a deep transformation. This isn't a passing thought. It's an awakening, a truth that can't be denied. You are the one they can't replace. They've tried to fill the void with distractions, but their thoughts still return to you, in quiet moments, in dreams, in places they thought they'd forgotten. And you are no longer who you used to be. You're no longer satisfied with the half-hearted. You crave alignment. You crave consistency, where words and actions meet without contradiction. And if someone once drained your energy, now you're not angry. You simply step back, in peace, in sovereignty, and in quiet power. Your silence is a declaration. Your calm is magnetic. Your clarity is light. And it's this stillness that's making the entire universe lean in your direction. Opportunities return. Doors that once slammed shut are slowly creaking open. A project that was paused begins to breathe again. A blocked payment gets approved. A dream once postponed finds its way back to you. This is not luck. This is the result of spiritual maturity. Be mindful of those who suddenly return, with borrowed smiles and sweet words. Not everyone deserves access to this next chapter of yours. Remember this: light attracts both purity and confusion. You don't need to argue. Just observe. Stand your ground. Keep your field clean. Protect your energy and let the universe place the right people in the right place at the right time. Eventually, love will return. Not loud, not dramatic, but quiet, certain, and destined. The home you once thought was a fantasy is now becoming a map, a vision you can feel, a promise being fulfilled. You, who once doubted, are now beginning to trust the mirror of the universe, that you are worthy, that you are whole, that you are the chosen one. If this touched something in your soul, write in the comments below, "I am ready to receive the love that is destined for my soul." Let it be your declaration. You've planted so much light, now it's time for that light to find its way back to you. Take one more step, and the entire universe will guide you home. The frequency is still vibrating, Sagittarius. Across space, across unseen paths, two souls are calling each other through a resonance that goes beyond the physical, like two harp strings, plucked from opposite ends of the world, yet still vibrating in harmony. And if you've been waking up with a tightness in your chest, but a strange sense of peace underneath, that is not random. Someone is being stirred too. I know you felt it. I know there are fears that don't even have names yet. The fear of being too late, the fear of getting lost, the fear that when you're finally ready, they might have already closed the door. But remember this: destiny is not measured by the clock of the ego. It's measured by the rhythm of truth. And when truth is ready, time will bow. The reunion doesn't come when you beg. It comes when you're still and open. Don't hold on to what no longer exists. When you let go, what isn't meant for you will naturally fall away, and what belongs to you will find its way back, unmistakably. The Magician card appears again, like a wise teacher gently tapping your mind. Wishing is not enough. You must act. Praying is not enough. You must be ready to receive. And now, you are ready. You're manifesting your reality, not through force, but by returning to your most authentic self. Undefended, unapologetic, unchained. When a Sagittarius acts from clarity, the universe has no choice but to listen. You start to recognize instantly what's meant for you. A glance, a message, an opportunity. Suddenly everything becomes transparent. You no longer ask fear for permission to move. And in that moment, your inner light rises. Don't be surprised if someone finds themselves magnetically drawn to your energy. If invitations arrive gently, yet unshakably. If doors within your soul, once sealed shut, now begin to open quietly, as if they, too, have been waiting for your return. I see you rearranging your life, not just on paper, but in your inner world. A project once delayed, now reawakens. A dream once forgotten, now rekindled. Each quiet, right action you repeat lays another brick in the path of your destiny. It's not the dramatic victories that define you, it's your loyalty to your truth, even on days that felt meaningless. You're hearing the subtle signs now. A passing comment from a loved one suddenly becomes a key to new perspective. A small question becomes the missing puzzle piece. You no longer need to know everything, you just need to be truly present. Everything that was once clouded by worry now clears, like light at the end of the tunnel. And all that once exhausted you now leaves your space, not with a fight, but with a simple act of surrender. When action aligns with intention, when faith replaces fear, you become someone the universe cannot ignore. You become a living part of the divine blueprint. That destined encounter, it may not arrive with drama or fireworks. It may begin with a quiet message, a simple question, a voice that feels familiar yet new. But your heart, refined by fire, will know this is the moment. No one will barge their way into your soul again. This time you'll open the door yourself, only if it's destiny who knocks. You have purified your emotions. You've moved through the ache, not by forgetting, but by understanding. And the new glow you carry, that is the living proof of your healing. You owe no one an explanation. Your presence is the answer. And if tonight nostalgia visits you, don't be afraid. Listen to it. Thank it, and gently let it go. As you would a messenger arriving right on time. Every small ritual you now create, taking your walks at the same hour, writing down your dreams, decluttering with intention to release, all of it is sacred. No fireworks needed, no spotlight required. The magician only asks you to be present. And now, you are more present than ever. When you speak, when you listen, when you choose, when you say no. About the other person, let me be honest with you, it's the fear of being too late that's pushing them toward you. They denied it. They ran away. But truth, when it ripens, doesn't need to chase. It touches. You'll start to notice clear invitations, precise timing, intentions spoken out loud. That is respect. And where there is respect, love can finally take root. But don't forget the boundaries you built, with blood, with tears, with hard-earned growth. Purposeful love doesn't mean giving yourself up. It means two souls choosing each other from a place of freedom, not from emptiness. If someone causes your peace to break apart, they're not the one. And you'll recognize it much sooner this time. Because now, you don't love from your wounds anymore. You love from wholeness. Imagine your life as a home, with the front door open at sunrise. The light spills in, gently brushing away the forgotten dust. That's the kind of cleansing no one sees, but everyone feels. The mirror no longer reflects doubt. It reflects calm. And this calm isn't because you gave up. It's because you finally understand. You don't need noise to prove what's real. You once asked if something broken could be whole again. My answer? No, it doesn't go back to what it was. It transforms. It becomes the fuel for your next flight. That's what the tarot is telling you. That's why you were chosen. Not just to get over it, but to rise from the very place where you once fell. And when your heart finally chooses itself, no one can bargain with it anymore. If you feel this message speaks to you, write it down. I no longer chase. What's mine will find me. I trust my light. I trust divine timing. And the moment you write that, the universe will respond with something you've never seen before. Because you are ready. I know you've heard before that you're the emperor or the empress of your own life. And today, I just want to remind you that's still true, but not the kind of ruler who holds a sword, the kind who leads with quiet authority. An emperor ruled by fear becomes a tyrant, but an emperor ruled by trust becomes the light that guides the entire kingdom within. And you, dear Sagittarius, are choosing the second path. The clock of destiny does not tick in sync with the clock of anxiety. Anxiety demands everything now. But destiny, it only arrives when the soul is ready. Take care of your body as if you're preparing for a sacred reception. Sleep deeper, eat what nourishes you, move so that your inner flow remains unblocked. A king never rules from an exhausted body. And if a message of love arrives, let it be simple. No roses, no sweet-talking words, just a sentence like, "Can we talk?" or "I've been thinking about you." And you'll feel it's real. If that message comes late, don't let waiting become punishment. Let your mind create. Learn something new. Touch something that makes you feel alive. Love doesn't stop your life. It's being prepared in silence. And while you prepare, I see good news flowing to the people you love. Family, children, friends. Someone is overcoming a hardship, and you are the one bringing hope. You're giving, but not being drained. Because now you give from fullness, not from lack. And one more thing. You're no longer ignoring your inner voice. You used to silence your intuition out of fear you'd be wrong. But now you listen and you act. No one needs to call it confidence. It's obvious in the way you speak, the way you choose, the way you stay silent. From that place of inner trust, decisions become light. You no longer have to measure things 3 times when your heart already knew at first glance. You plant every new seed with boundaries, with timely kindness, with silence where it's needed. And those seeds will take root because the soil within you has become fertile. Love promises a home. A project promises support. A new path promises growth. All of them have a soul. All of them come marked by synchronicity. So pay attention. A number you see twice in the same day. A location that keeps repeating in unrelated situations. An object that shows up where you least expect it. Don't chase signs. Let the signs chase you. And if you still miss someone who didn't value you, don't blame yourself. It's not your job to punish them. Life will take care of that in its own way. Your job is to keep the lesson, not the wound. Those who drained you taught you how to refill yourself. Those who stayed silent during your pain taught you how to speak up. Those who controlled taught you how to guide. And now you command your life with the elegance that only those who've once shattered can truly hold. A second door is opening. Unlike the first, it does not compete. It complements. A new opportunity running parallel. A new kind of collaboration. A new direction. For a talent you once had to lock away. Don't be afraid. Follow your intuition. From the one who's about to return, I can feel a different energy. It's no longer about controlling the script, it's about rewriting it with you. You'll notice the shift. No noise, no forcing, only clear intention. And speaking of intention, The magician raises his hand and gently reminds you, your intention is the compass that leads to miracles. No elaborate rituals needed, just presence. A well-timed yes, a well-placed no, often speaks louder than 100 promises. About loneliness, use it to heal, not to settle. If you're shrinking out of fear, try expanding, gently. With small sacred acts, a coffee with someone who lifts you up, a walk down a new path, writing one kind thing to yourself. Joy doesn't arrive by effort, it arrives through soft motion. And if something at work recently disappointed you, don't dwell. It's a signpost, not a tragedy. The universe is just adjusting your course. Sometimes you don't need to change anyone. You just need to change how you show up. Change your boundaries. Change how you say yes and how you say no. By now, you've come to recognize what's truly yours and what's just a projection from others. You no longer get swept away by shifting winds. You navigate by your inner compass, and it has never, ever led you wrong. In the end, I return to the origin. Not a place, but your original frequency. You've come full circle, back to where it all began. But now, with the eyes of someone who's walked through the dark. If this stirs something in you, write in the comments below. I choose to lead my life with grace, clarity, and inner power. I am the sovereign of my spirit, and you'll begin to see, even as the world keeps spinning, your real life begins with the steps you take, led by your own heart. Roots are not meant for clinging. They are the feeling of coming home, not to a place, but to a frequency. You belong to yourself. And from that wholeness, you choose the ones who walk beside you, not to fill a void, but to share the overflow. So if you meet someone, and it feels like, I've known you for a long, long time, even when no words have yet been said, don't be afraid. Old souls often remember each other in silence. Let the present moment affirm it, with gentle action, day by day. At the emotional level, you're entering a quiet kind of maturity. You no longer confuse intensity with chaos. Strong feelings no longer pull you off track. They've become your compass. You know where you're going, and because of that, you move farther in silence. If your mind is taking you in circles, return to your body. Walk, write, breathe deeply. Your body is the anchor when your soul wavers, and from that breath, you'll hear God more clearly. Your guides will send stronger signals, and the messages won't get lost in the static anymore. Forgiving yourself doesn't need a ceremony. It can begin with a quiet sentence. I did the best I could with what I knew at the time. And then, the inner doors that once stayed shut begin to open. The future begins to flow. Self-compassion is an act of divine justice. I see a short trip coming. Not far, but deep. Not dramatic, but soul awakening. Don't force the timing. Life will whisper when you're ready. And there, you'll receive a missing piece for a project, a decision, or your journey home to yourself. But be careful with floating promises. This is not the time for let's see how it goes. You deserve clarity. And when you begin demanding clarity from yourself, the universe will respond with matching frequency. Let consistency be the magnet. Let peace be the filter. If something passes through both, welcome it. If not, let it go. Love doesn't come through promises, it comes through consistent action. You'll see it in how they plan. You'll see it in how they respect your time. You'll feel it in small things. In the way they look at you, the way they hold space, the way they follow through. Nothing will be rushed, but everything will begin to settle. And your rhythm, Sagittarius, it's never been one of urgency. It's the rhythm of someone who's traveled far and knows how to return. The magician is still here. Not just a symbol, but a signpost. You're no longer daydreaming a life you wish for. You're stepping into it, one grounded step at a time. And now, every step is met with synchronicity. A message at the right moment. A meeting you can't explain. A gesture that can't be faked. It's all divine justice. Not for revenge, but for restoring balance. You've ended every inner negotiation. You no longer bargain to be loved. You're no longer afraid to say no, because now you say no with the same softness you say yes. And that is what makes you irresistible. Where chaos once ruled, you've built clarity. Where confusion once clouded you, you now radiate calm magnetism. The right invitations will find you. The complicated paths will fade. The honest eyes will stay. The masks will fall. On the material level, a piece of good news is on its way to your family. A final knot is about to be undone. Support, an opportunity, or a stable connection is coming to you, just as you act from integrity. But be cautious of the allies who smell money. True prosperity always comes through the front door. No one needs to crawl through tunnels when their intentions are pure. Truth doesn't arrive with fireworks. Truth arrives through presence. A name keeps appearing. A short, clear message. A simple invitation like, "Can we talk?" No grand gestures, just the quiet return of what was always inevitable. You'll start to see words followed by action, ideas becoming blueprints, and home is no longer just a dream, it's something you're building with your own frequency. No need to ask for their zodiac sign. You'll feel the frequency instead. Your body knows, your soul knows, and when it comes, let your heart receive it. If you're ready, write in the comments below, "I am ready to receive the life that was always mine. I am home within myself." And then you'll see what you once called a dream was actually the home destiny prepared for you long ago. No more shrinking, only expansion. No more racing, only arriving right on time. No more fear leading the way, only reverence guiding your compass. That is the temperature of truth. And you've touched it. You used to confuse intensity with chaos, but now, intensity has become your direction. You are powerful, without losing your way. And because of that, your choices become simpler. Where you once listed every possibility, now only 2 questions matter. Does this bring me peace? Does this align with who I truly am? If both are yes, you move forward. If not, you gracefully step back. No resentment, just deep respect for your sacred rhythm. The magician appears again, not to make promises, but to whisper. Magic doesn't need noise. It begins with the smallest things. Waking up at the same hour, writing down what your heart whispers, clearing your desk with sacred intention, speaking truth, even when your voice still trembles. Each action you take is like a string on the instrument of your destiny. And you are playing the right note. I see the image of an emperor, not sitting on his throne to command, but grounded within himself, breathing easier, choosing more wisely, loving more deeply. You don't need to be nicer, you just need to be more honest. And anyone who once tried to manipulate you will realize they have nothing to stand on anymore. No response needed. Life will shine its own light. From someone coming closer, I feel a step that no longer seeks control. It's no longer, "I'll change you," but instead, I finally see what matters. No more games, just presence, agreement, and listening. Passion isn't in a rush, it needs nourishment. And you, the one who was once burned by reckless desire, now knows how to feed it through stillness. If old emotions try to pull you back, return to your body. Drink some water, breathe in deeply, look up at the sky, thank the heartbeat in your chest. Calmness is the language angels use to shake your hand without startling you. A second doorway is opening, not to compete but to complement. A new partner, a parallel project, a chapter you'll write in light, not in fear. And your roots, your family, are being illuminated too. It could be something simple, a small item rearranged, a quiet corner cleaned, a recipe from the past cooked again. But every one of those things carries the same message. You are entering a new chapter. Home is the body, and the body is a temple. When one is cared for, the other opens. Each small action is a moving prayer. If an old longing comes to visit, don't invite it to stay. But don't slam the door either. Let it speak. Here's who you once were, and look how far you've come. You owe nothing to the past. You've paid your dues in lessons and presence. What once was a burden has now become your fuel. And that is the greatest magic in your reading. Light draws the moth, but the lantern you hang is not for attack, it's for illumination. Those meant to enter will see it. Those who aren't will turn away. And then I feel the first reunion. No noise, no pressure, just a simple sentence. I'm listening. I'm here. You don't have to force anyone to prove anything. Understanding will do the rest. The plans that once felt vague now become clear. When the truth arrives, it doesn't waste time. It honors every moment. And the magician raises the wand one last time. You asked. The universe says I agree. But what is coming needs a vessel. And that vessel is you. So please, rest. Nourish yourself. Move your energy. Cleanse your space. Make room for the sacred. Because joy doesn't need a place to hide. It needs a place to return to. And that place is you. If you are ready to open this final door, write it down. I am the vessel for divine joy. I no longer wait, I prepare. That way the gift won't just spill out. It will find its rightful place and stay. And to those who once hurt you, let me say this clearly. Divine justice is already on its way. But don't pour your heart into waiting for that moment to arrive. Pour your energy into what is blooming inside you now. The garden will grow where your gaze rests. If you stare at the thorns, you will bleed. If you focus on the bud, you will nurture it. Divine justice forgets no one, not them, and not you. And it's already happening. In the coming days, if a short trip presents itself, allow yourself to consider it. A different scenery might bring the confirmation your soul has been silently waiting for. A random phrase overheard, a view that anchors your heart, a silence that feels like an answer. These are the little gifts life leaves behind for those who walk with an open mind. And you, right now, are walking with an open mind. In your social or professional world, a truth will come to light. One piece of information will help restore order to what once felt chaotic. Don't react too quickly. Just observe. The first response may be emotion. The second will be wisdom. Act from that second place. You will take one action, simple but exactly right. And because of it, everything will fall into place. And when you put things in their right place, reality learns from you. Reality adjusts itself to you. Sagittarius, I feel that you no longer live in what if. You are now living in the future you once dreamed. Your vision is no longer a place of escape. It has become a blueprint. And that blueprint is no longer a longing. It is becoming footsteps, and those footsteps are becoming outcomes. The sequence of vision, planning, action, and outcome is the architecture of your next chapter. You're already inside it, so don't stand on the outside watching anymore. As for love, I want you to stop doubting. What's coming has roots. This isn't a fleeting romance. It carries the intention of a home, a family, a shared vision. It will begin with sweetness, and very soon it will come with clarity. No more halfway energy. Life is preparing something stable for you, because you've learned how to be stable within yourself. That is the key. Time will take care of the rest, right on time. And if fear returns, if hesitation rises again, remind your heart of a simple truth. You will not fall when you're standing with yourself. The weather may change, but your core does not. And that alone is enough to guarantee this. What's meant to stay will stay. What's meant to leave will leave. A true emperor does not cling to echoes. They only keep what truly calls their name. And in that moment, you will walk to the edge of destiny and close the unfinished circle with the calm of someone who is finally ready. The right message will arrive. The conversation that connects heart and mind will come. As I said, the signs will appear in your home or at your place of work. And those signs will place your name where it belongs. You'll witness balance come in without force. You'll see the magician card, reminding you your words carry magic. You'll see your throne, steady and still, not to command others, but to lead yourself. And when you arrive at that exact moment, that moment where everything clicks into place, you won't need to explain. You'll just breathe, you'll be grateful, and you'll choose. That is the quiet kind of greatness, and a fulfilling life will respond to you with love that hides nothing, with connection that makes no demands. And you, with the peace of an ancient soul, will say, yes, not where I used to fear, but where I once doubted. This is the end of the journey, in words but not in growth. I step away now, leaving behind a quiet certainty. What once seemed impossible is becoming your new normal. Through the quiet confidence of someone who knows divine justice is at work, and the humility of an old man just walking beside you, in the direction your heart has already chosen.